We made it! We made it! We made it to Sneakerella. Welcome back to Everyday's Movie Ever. My name is Chestna. I'm watching Everyday's Movie Ever. Today I'm going to be talking about Sneakerella. Sneakerella is a 2022 Disney Plus original release. Basically, it's the story of Cinderella, but with a boy who likes to make sneakers, and the prince, the prince is now a princess, and it's the princess of a sneaker company. Basically, it is directed by Elizabeth Allen Rosenbaum, cinematography by Matt Sakatani Roe, editing by Ishai, Setton, music by Elvin Ross, and it's written by David Light and Joseph Raso, Tamara, Chestna, and Mindy Stern, and George Gore II. The film stars Chosen Jacobs as Elle, Lexi Underwood as Kira King, Devyn Nekoda as Sammy, Bryan Terrell Clark as Trey, and Juan Chioran as Gustavo. The film was announced when it started filming in October of 2020, and they filmed through December of 2020. It has 13 songs in it. It is a musical. It was supposed to be released in 2021, but got delayed because of COVID. It was also released on the Disney Channel after it premiered on Disney Plus. It has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, but no consensus because it's too few reviews. Okay, I don't know the names of the actual songs. I know the first song is Kicks. I know that's the name of the song. It's probably the best song in the movie, honestly. Very fun, hip-hop, vibey song, catchy. A fun opening. Next would be Best Ever, which I'm fairly certain is the name of the song. Best Ever is cute. I don't think it's super catchy. The lyrics are kind of cringe town USA, if I'm being honest. They're a little too on the nose. The song he sings about his mom still like being there, still being around. Very sweet. Then is It's Like Time to Get It, which I think is the song he's singing when he's like gonna try and go to the ball or whatever. And then Life Is What You Make It is the Gustavo song. That one's also really good. I really enjoyed that song. They do A Dream Is Your Wish Your Heart Makes at the ball while they're dancing. A nice little nod to Cinderella. The song she sings, like with the hashtag Where's My Prince, I don't know if that's the name of the song. That was fine. Not anything like too catchy, but also a lot of pressure. Shut It Down, which is basically like the villain song between the two stepbrothers. Very catchy. Really like that one. It's a fun villain song. Elle, Think We in the Dark. Like, it's fun. It's good. And then the last song is like the rap battle song. Lyrics also kind of cringe for that. I'm not gonna lie. But it was fine enough. I think the music has parts that are really catchy. Like the actual production of some of the music is really good and really catchy. Lyrics are rough in a lot of areas. I feel like the lyrics could have been way better. This does start with an opening voiceover, which, you know how I've been feeling about that. However, it's giving like storybook opening, so I'm not as mad about the voiceover opening. Also because I'm fairly certain it's Gustavo, which is the fairy godmother, basically fairy godfather, I suppose, in this film. And I'm fairly certain it's him narrating, and he does like narrate some other moments in the film, so kind of is carried throughout. So it's not just an opening voiceover. So there is that for it, but it is giving like storybook opening, so I'm a little more inclined to like forgive it, even though like it's not the best. This is fast. This kind of like flies. It's a little all over the place. I think it's to its detriment, if I'm being perfectly honest. I feel like this is really rushed. I feel like this doesn't have like a depth to it that it could have. I feel like it's slightly cringe. It's got like a mid-quality decom essence to it. There's lots of misunderstandings. It feels rushed. I don't know. There's just like, I feel like it's an interesting concept. I'm so intrigued by it. I'm intrigued that it's a Cinderella story, but first of all, Cinderella is a boy named Elle, and that he likes to make sneakers. Like, the sneakers he makes are stunning. They are so cool looking, and I would like a pair, if I'm being perfectly honest. But truly, I feel like they fumble the bag just a little bit. Like, I get what they're going for, but Have I seen worse Cinderella adaptations? 1,000,000%. I ingest as many Cinderella adaptations as I possibly can because I love Cinderella. And I've definitely seen worse. I've seen far worse. Have I seen better? I've seen infinitely better than this. But this is cute. Like, it's got a cute decom quality to it. I'm not, like, mad at it. I just think, like, there was some stuff that was like, yeah, you just kind of fumbled here. And you could have done better, and you know you could have done better. So what are we doing? You know what I mean? I feel like that's the thing. But, I mean, it's cute. I think it's nice that, like, it's flipped on its head with, like, being a princess instead of a prince. And, like, you know, like, all this kind of stuff. I think that's really fun. I think the sneaker aspect is kind of cool, honestly, that, like, have, like, it's about the shoes, actually, and not just, like, the shoes being part of it. I think that's kind of fun, too, because they do, like, the glass slipper moment, and, like, the searching, you know, we have 11 million followers, why not use them, like, type situation. I thought the modern twists on it were really fun. I think the relationship between Elle and Kira was rushed in the beginning, but, like, in the original Cinderella, it's rushed. You know, I don't know. There's just something, like, I feel like there were moments that could have been figured out and more fleshed out, if that makes sense. My favorite part is giving Kira her shoes because they are sickening. They are so cool looking. My least favorite part, the stepbrothers. Their motivation is actually stupid. They live in New York City and they're desperate to go back to New Jersey, which is fine. But for some reason, they think Elle having success as a sneaker designer is going to keep them from being able to move back to New Jersey. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. And so I feel like their motivation is lackluster, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, I'd prefer they just don't like him. But this whole thing is, like, they just are desperate to give up this shop and move back to New Jersey, which, like, okay, whatever. It's weak, basically. So that's my least favorite part. Would I recommend it? Sure. It's fun, it's silly, the music is cute. Would I watch it again? This is my second time seeing this. I did watch it when it came out because I was excited, because it was a Cinderella adaptation, and it's a Cinderella adaptation by Disney. But would I watch it again? I don't know. I mean, maybe. Listen, there are Cinderella movies that I think are absolute garbage that I have watched more than once, because I'm like, yeah, why not? Like, why not? I'll give it another go. So, you never know. It's possible. Especially because I don't think it's, like, garbage. But it's, like, not my favorite adaptation, right? So, I have favorites. Obviously, live-action Cinderella 2015 is probably the GOAT. I think everyone can agree that's the GOAT at Cinderella. Original animated Cinderella, incredible. One of my favorites. Live-action Cinderella, like, takes that and just, like, times a million. Like, 2015 Cinderella is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. And then, like, I got a special place in my heart for, like, the Cinderella story movies to a point. The first three. Cinderella story. What the frick is the one with Selena Gomez? Another Cinderella story. Duh. And then Cinderella story Once Upon a Song with Lucy Hale is also good. After that, they're garbage. Whatever the one is with Sophia Carson, we know how I feel. That's the movie that made me a Sophia Carson hater. And then there's a couple after that, I think. There's a Starstruck one, I think. Is that the one with Bailey Madison where she dresses up as a boy? That one's bananas! And then I think there's the one with, like, the Christmas one with Laura, what's her name? Laura Moreno from Austin and Ally. That one's okay. That one's better than the one with Bailey Madison dressing up as a boy. That one's awful. Anyway, I digress. My god, my final rating is going to be 6 sneakers, obviously, out of 10. Our total movie count is... Our parent death toll is... Cry count's still the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when... follow me on all socials and check out my website. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday, but mostly every Wednesday now. Join my Patreon. Got a tier starting at just $1. You get every week early. Tiers with that, daily trivia, monthly postcards, bonus content, etc. Buy merch. Merch is great, merch is grand. Until next time, comment, subscribe. I'm not in charge of your life, you are, so you. And don't be... Kinda want to say his stepdad and brothers about it because their apology and wish for a second chance at the end is garbage. So, I think I might stick with that. Alright, Sneakerella done. Guys, Black Panther Wakanda Forever is next. See you Monday.